We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's Game 1 of the National League Championship Series between the Miami Marlins and the San Diego Padres. Game 1 of the National League Championship Series is next. Danny Carter gets the ball for Game 1 of the League Championship Series here at home. What's your take on him, Dan?
Boy, this guy was unbelievably good in his last one. Struck out a ton of guys in an amazing performance, and all of his pitches were working. Let's hope he brings that A game back with him in this one.
Drawing closer to the start of Game 1, let's join public address announcer Alex Miniak.
Ladies and gentlemen, your San Diego Padres.
And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
You know, I'm looking for a big performance out of that guy in the 6th spot. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Danny Carter will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Wow, he was awfully good in his last one. A complete game victory. We'll see if he'll be as good in this one as he was in his previous start.
All right, guys, let's take a look at how the Pods line up on D. And I don't think you can be locking in on anyone else today than Ronald Acuna Jr. This guy, just hear me out on this, body awareness. Lock in on how easy he makes the game look, both offensively and defensively. No one's going to test his arm as well. This guy's got an absolute howitzer out there.
Now at the plate, Luis Nunez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Here's the first pitch to him. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Perez patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. So striding in, Emmanuel Lozano. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Popped him up. Mejia is right there. And there's the second out of the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
The center fielder.
Ball 1.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in, get those guys to respect it, and open up that outer half of the plate.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. And now the Friars will get their first chance, no score. Stepping in, Dominic Smith. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Second inning begins with a slider that misses here. It's 1-0.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. First offering on its way. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. And with 2 away, let's check out our playoff bracket as we give you a look at how these two teams advanced out of the divisional round to meet here for the league championship. So striding forward now, Bruce Graham, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And that's in there for a strike. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
1 and 2.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really...
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Miami down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Danny Carter.
The pitcher, Danny.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a flare out to left center. And that's in there. Base hit. He'll get it into second. The tag, and he is out at second. Leading off the inning, Johnny Beltran, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ready with another 2-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Into the box now, Ken Nishii. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
2-1. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. Fouled off. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Stepping in now, Jose Castillo. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Behind 0-2 now. Popped up. Bowers in foul ground, and no one will track it down. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They trail things here 2-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Luis Nunez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Luis Nunez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The next 1-2 pitch. Hit down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
2-1 now. The 2-1 is a curveball that gets him out in front for a strike. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
In now, Jeff Blanco, as he'll take a look at ball 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 2 balls, no strikes to the Miami center fielder.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
A strike, and it's 3-1. 4 pitch takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here in the side. Ready now, Danny Carter.
Now batting, the pitcher, Danny.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled away. 3 runs, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely sitting fastball, wanted to turn and burn. Everything went flying. This pitcher might be on the attack with that pitch all game long.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Now batting, the right fielder.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Verdugo.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
Got him to go down swinging there. Alex Verdugo goes down for out number 2 in the top half. No balls and 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Hey, this offense needs to check themselves.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Miami down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Digging in to try it again, Johnny Beltran. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heat.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And this is taken in for out number 1. Stepping up now, Ken Nishii. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Into the corner and slicing foul. A little roller toward the hole. And the sixth inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. Todd Callahan will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Fastball in there for a called strike. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and
he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They trail it here 3-0. Digging in once again, Luis Nunez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally. This is the big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take. And he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the flag. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
In time to first, and there are 2 away. Ready for another shot now, Jeff Blanco.
The center fielder.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacked.
And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. The perfection continues. 21 straight retired. It is stretch time here at Petco Park. The Padres lead it 3-0. Digging in now for San Diego, Danny Carter. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. So here's the cleanup hitter, Dominic Smith. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Going for strikeout number 15. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball. And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go out there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Fouled off.
Hey. He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
We're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's the second out of the 8th inning, and the pitcher needs only 4 more outs for a no-hitter.
At the plate,
4 more outs from
they're
a
down to their
perfect game.
final
Thank you
4
very
outs
much.
here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to
Make
take it 1 bat at a time.
3 outs.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Miami down in order, still down 3-0. Ready once again, Johnny Beltran. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Johnny.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though. That fastball that's high in the zone.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings
2 outs
and
to go.
weakly hit balls in this one.
Coming to the plate now, Ken Nishii. He got on top of one. It was a ground out victim last time. In there, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Hit.
That's a long bit. He can get there. He can get there. He can beat him. He can beat him. He's got time.
Boom!
Boom! 2 outs. 1 out to go. 1 more out.
Amaya will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Jonathan Amaya.
1 out to go from Davis history.
And he pops
That's
him
it.
up. This should do it. Diaz is there, makes the catch, and he's done it. A perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
Yeah, I knew I was fucking due for a no-hitter.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. No better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The San Diego Padres take the 1-0 lead here in the League Championship Series. Danny Carter earns the victory on the mound. Jose Castilla was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious San Diego Padres, 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 43 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Petco Park, a sellout, 40,209. The Padres thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.
Right? Shit. I want to try to have this team execute a sweep so I don't have to pitch again. Won the first two. Alright, team, we're gonna go for a sweep. Don't make me pitch. Don't make me pitch. We swept the Marlins 4 games to none. So now we're either going to face my former team, the Chi Sox, or face the Twins. Ooh. Oh my god, I get a pitch against my former team. Holy shit, and I get game 1. Let's go.
Live from Petco Park on a beautiful night, this is Major League Baseball on MLB Network. It's Game 1 of the World Series between the Chicago White Sox and the San Diego Padres. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Danny Carter gets the call on the mound here at home for Game 1 of the World Series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're taking a look at one of the top pitchers in the game. This guy has over 200 career victories, and he'd like to add another one to this list. This guy's been a really good pitcher for a long time, and right now he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be interesting to...
Drawing closer to the start of Game 1, let's join public address announcer Alex Miniak.
Ladies and gentlemen, your San Diego Padres.
Oh, by the way, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hashtag Danny Freeman, and shout out to Sam Rivera. Don't forget to subscribe to his channel
I'm really
too.
impressed with Yohan Moncada. He's got over 1,000 RBIs. He's already proved he's a clutch hitter. He knows how to drive in big runs when it counts. So if the situation comes up in this game, I'm looking to watch how he goes to work in the clutch.
Dear.
Danny Carter gets the call on the mound here at home for Game 1 of the World Series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, coming off his last start where he threw a no-hitter. Let's see how he backs that one
game.
up.
Thank you
how
very
long
much.
will this no-hit bid continue?
So here's how the San Diego Padres are positioned defensively.
God
and
damn,
guys, in this one today, we get to watch
White Sox a long time get here.
Watch the way he manipulates the bag with his footwork. Watch the way he bails his teammates out with picking balls out of the dirt. Can't stress this guy's importance enough.
Stepping in, Fletcher Chastain, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
By the time these guys made it to the World Series, I would have been winning titles.
In there, 0-1.
What a shame, though.
7:05.
I should have won one with the Chi Sox.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. He's got to hurry, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Shit, how am I against my former team? I am 3-0 against my former team, but only 2 hits.
Batting second, the right fielder.
First pitch on its way. A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike 1. Cox is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
Better be talking about me. Oh, fucking good play, first base.
So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. And now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Ready now for the White Sox. Yohan Moncada. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Yohan Moncada.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game.
I got it.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
David.
0-1 the count. Now here's the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Takahashi gloves it on to first, and there were 2 down.
There you are.
In now, Julio De Los Santos. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Oh my God.
Fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Padres an early 1-0 lead here in the second. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third break.
There you go. That's exactly what you want to start.
And that will do it. Down in order go the White Sox. They still trail 1-0.
Huh?
Up next, it'll be the pitcher for the Padres, Danny Carter, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Yes, the pitcher gives one a ride to deep left, and that's off the left field wall. The relay, and the gamble will work out. He's in at second base with a 2-out double. Now that had to feel good because it was one of those that you don't even feel the ball hit your bat. Show track tells us he blasted it out there at 115 miles an hour. So yeah, he squared it up about as good as you can.
Now batting
at the plate, Chris Escobar, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Pulls this one in the air.
Come on.
De Los Santos is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this.
That's what I should have hit.
So coming to the plate, A.J. McCray, 7-8-9, bottom of the order, set to go here in the third.
McCray.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Perez is under it, 1 out. Now at the plate, Ray Fryman. First pitch coming, here it is. Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. The White Sox are still looking to break into the hit column here. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
In there for strike 1.
Lopez.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Sanchez is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. It remains 1-0. Striding in, Fletcher Chastain. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Oh, and this at bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Sanchez right there. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the fourth. Stepping up to the plate, Chet Cox.
The right fielder, number 20. Chet.
Swing and a liner. Foul. The windup and the 0-1. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Swing and a liner. But foul. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Standing in now, Jim Benedict, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball.
Blue,
Started
what the
outside
hell?
the zone, pop back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
Swing and a liner. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. Coming to the plate now, Danny Carter. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB. Hey, we came into this one wondering how he was going to throw on the mound. That all goes out the window. He just mixed in his second knock of the game. He's going to be smiling for a while on this.
Next to the plate for the Padres,
Well,
Escobar.
2 outs, probably for 1-0.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss at a big
Christ,
breaking ball,
guys,
and that's
you need
how
to
they
get more than just that. I'm trying my hardest to start people up, but I fucking
This
can't
is hit the other
apparently.
way out toward left field. Acuna's there for it. And that's the first out of the inning. So stepping in, David Vaccaro.
The first baseman, David.
And a ball 1-0. So earlier in the broadcast, we mentioned that we might be seeing a pitcher's duel today, and these two guys have certainly delivered on that promise.
You know, Matt, sometimes it's really hard to put a finger on why a guy pitches well and why a guy is having a very difficult time. So far, he hasn't had a very good season, but you know this, when you have the stuff that this guy has, he's 1 out, 1 inning, 1 pitch away from turning things back around, and he's pitching more now like the guy we thought he was going to be.
Julio De Los Santos.
Oh my God, Blue! Where did that miss?
And the perfect game will go by the
What did that
wayside
miss?
here as
What
this
the
pitch
hell?
misses for ball 4.
Right on the black.
Stepping into the
What
box,
the hell?
Julio De Los Santos. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. No balls and a strike to count. And he lays off for ball 1.
Carter, get your
And the reason
fucking
he's working
location.
away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about.
Oh, and he misses it.
That's a hit because of it's foul shit.
Stepping into the box, A.J. McCray, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. No balls and 1 strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
All right, could I fucking strike
on
someone?
second, De Los Santos is over at first with 1 away. And
Okay.
a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Ready for another chance? Ray Fryman. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 0-1 the count.
Fryman.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. After it is Acuna. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Roger Lopez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Out in front of it, strike 1.
Lopez.
Everyone wants to fucking hit right now.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Well, facing an AL pitcher at the plate, you certainly don't want to waste too many bullets on him. I expect this next pitch to be grooved right down the
What
middle.
did that one fucking
Here
miss?
now the 2-2. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
What did the 2-2 pitch?
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
What the hell that 1 ball 2 strike
Standing in,
miss?
Fletcher Chastain.
Nowhere.
He's 0 for
Fucking
2
idiot,
thus
dude.
far in this one. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time.
Ball
Ball 1.
right on the block. Right on the outside corner. That should still be a strike.
And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1.
Oh my.
No
God,
runs, just
dude.
1 hit, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. And he struck him out.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
The right fielder, number 20.
In there, strike 1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustment.
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Danny Carter. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
No balls and a strike to count.
Come on, Danny.
Pitch out. Nothing doing. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Strike taken to throw. It's wide, and he's in there with the stolen base.
Don't let that go by.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
Sider before is actually the best pitch out there.
Now batting, Jim Benedict. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
That's a strike, Lou. Come on, that's right on the block.
Laid off for a ball. A ball and a strike.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Ground ball left side. Escobar comes up with it. On to first and a big out to start the 7th. One gone. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Yohan Moncada. He's popped up in his first plate appearance and flied out last time around. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
Behind 0-2 now. The pitch. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. In there, a base hit.
Yeah, man, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first, so as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
Into the box, Julio De Los Santos.
The left fielder, Julio De Los Santos.
First pitch on its way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean,
2 p.m. Mountain Time is 4 p.m. Eastern Time.
Vaccaro, the runner at first with 2 gone. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Sanchez has got it, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. It is stretch time here at Petco Park. It's the Padres 2 and the White Sox nothing. Leading off the inning, A.J. McCray, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
And it's fouled away. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
1-2 to the White Sox catcher.
Trying to fucking have my location down, but apparently I can't get that.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Ray Fryman.
Into the box, Ray Fryman, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone.
That's
not the greatest
usually
of
where I
game
have
plans,
to put
though.
it because I can't hit any other location.
On. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the
Oh,
ballgame.
shit. I'm
That's
sorry.
back-to-back punch-outs.
I didn't know I was
really starting to rack them up now, guys.
players already.
I've got 8 strikeouts in my scorebook for him now, so he's got good stuff.
Jamie Lease will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
I don't know where to hit strikeouts.
And he fouls this one off. Lease, 33 years old. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional
Carter.
baseball.
GG.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And
Do
you
you
know
always
what?
extract
It's a
to
testament to
my
how
legal last
Hardy's
name
work,
is Carter,
the changes he's had to
so-
make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. The Padres lead it 2-0.
Actually, no. Carter's my birth last name, and Freeman's the name I was adopted. But so eat.
Striding in to start the 9th, Fletcher Chastain, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Chastain.
No, if you're gonna say MVP for Carter, you gotta do logical than that.
In there, strike 2.
They deserve MVP, but I never will get postseason MVP.
And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield.
See about this is not no hitter.
Is there, and there are 2 men gone now. Settling in now, Jim Benedict. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, man, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. And they'll try and end it here with an even 100 pitches.
What an unbelievable effort. He has had total command of all pitches, all quadrants. Dan, this has got to bring a smile to your face.
It does, D-Roy. In a day and age where we don't see very...
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, they could only manage 2 hits against him the entire game, so they were never really in a position to even
GG
challenge
Carter,
him.
good game.
Solid win and
Damn.
a memorable performance.
You need to get postseason or World Series MVP. Come on. Something I never get. You deserve it, Carter. You deserve postseason MVP.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score.
Carter's due for postseason MVP, but like.
And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player at the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series, while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. San Diego win the World Series opener and take a 1-0 lead. Danny Carter is credited with the win. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
For the victorious San Diego Padres, 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 25 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Petco Park, a sellout, 40,209. The Padres thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.
Let's do this so I don't have to pitch no more. Alright, do the same thing we did to Miami. The Padres are the one that have won the World Series. Boom! Thank God. Alright, well that's all for the 2030 season. Sure, we'll come back with the 2031 season when I would have one more year. I guess 2 years after the Padres left, unless I can get out of the contract.